Alrighty, good morning, Iona College. I'm so excited to be back this semester. I'm Val. Last semester, I had a New York Ranger hockey show, and I am back to do that New York Ranger hockey show. I called it Ranger Talk Thursday, and I can keep that title too because this semester it's also on Thursday. So, jumping right into it, I know it's like super awkward. The first show is, especially me, because I'm such an awkward person. Last night was preseason, the start of preseason, and so I was so excited to start watching hockey because I missed it. I think the last New York Ranger hockey game was about April, I'm assuming. Which has been such a long time. I feel like I have nothing to watch because, I like baseball. It's okay, but it's people are gonna hate me for saying this, but I'm kind of boring. It's kind of boring, not me. So, and football, I'm like, I don't know. Hockey's my sport. I try for other ones. It just doesn't work out. So before I get into all the preseason games, I just want to start with the off season really quick because last year the Rangers were in a rebuild, and so they were kind of just working with almost a brand new team and really building that player dynamic, not only within themselves, but with the new coach, David Quinn. And I think they did okay. Obviously, it was all new players trying to mesh well, and they didn't make it to the playoffs. They had some things they needed to work out. It wasn't terrible hockey, but it wasn't really, really good hockey. But like I said, they were starting from the bottom. So in the off season, they had to make some really big moves in order to get past where they were last season. So one major person that they acquired is Artemi Panarin from the Columbus Blue Jackets. Now, if you're a hockey fan, then you know his name, you know what he brings to the table and just how great he is. So getting him from Columbus was huge. We were actually in a war for him, I guess, with the New York Islanders, who were offering him more money than we were, but he declined that offer and took less money to come with us because we did not have the money. We're having cap issues. That's a whole different story, but he took less money, said he wanted no part of the Islanders, and came with us. Now, yes, I know it's the original 6 team, Madison Square Garden, yada, 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 but still, it's fun to rub into the Islanders' faces. So another big player from offseason is – no, actually, it wasn't the offseason that we got him. That was during the trades. Anyway, Jacob Trouba. He is another huge player. He is going to be – he actually knows Brady Shea. Brady Shea is on our team, if you guys didn't know. And so they're actually friends. They know each other. So that dynamic is going to be fun to watch between the two of them and see how they work together because we're just getting these big name people and we haven't had that for a little while. And it's going to be fun to see that. So getting more into the preseason game last night, we lost to the Devils 4-3, which is not bad. It's really not a bad start. Yes, we lost, but the points are not far off from each other. So I want to talk quickly about the power play line that I saw last night. That power play line consisted of, Panarin, Trouba, Mika Zibanejad, who we know and love from last few seasons, and Chris Kreider, who, again, we love him from previous seasons. And this new player, Kakko, is his last name, and so I'm going to get into him in just a second, but that power play line was so incredible. I had class last night, so I couldn't watch this power play that I'm talking about. So I watched all the highlights. I recorded it, so I know I did see it. So they created such opportunity for each other within passing and, just finding where everyone was to pass and shoot. And they put a puck to the net any chance that they got. Now, did it always work? No. The Devils did have their veteran goalie in net, but just to see them work so hard to get to the puck, to get the puck to the back of the net was awesome, because that was something the Rangers really were lacking in. Last season, they would kind of just dance around and, just waited for an opportunity to open instead of creating those opportunities. And that's really what this power play line did. And the shots were incredible. They were hitting the post. They were just missing, so with a little more work, that power play squad can be lethal. And I have a Ranger Twitter page, and I tweeted about that this morning, and everyone was freaking out, agreeing with me, saying that's going to be so fun to watch because they're powerful. They're going to create these, like I said, opportunities. So going back to the player I mentioned just now, Capo Kakko, he was the second first round draft pick, but he was picked second by us. And so the Devils had the first pick of the draft, and we had the second pick of the draft. And it was kind of like a last-minute decision to find out which player we were really going to get, either Jack Hughes, who obviously went to the Devils, or Kakko, who went to us. And so because New York and Jersey are notorious for having this kind of sports rivalry, this just enhanced that. It's really going to bring that back, because I feel like for a little while we were missing that big rivalry, I guess you want to call it. But just by watching how many fights happened in a preseason game last night, you can tell that this is going to be nuts. Now, Jack Hughes on the Devils didn't play last night, so we missed out on that whole dynamic and how it was going to be. But they were fighting. It was hostile, not for nothing. It was intense. There was a few fights. I loved every second of it. I don't know. I love when people fight in hockey. That's just me. But it was cool, and I'm kind of really excited. Not for the fights, because that sounds really bad, but the hostility, and just that's what makes it so fun, is when you go to a game and everyone's just on it, on edge, and just so excited and pumped and cheering for their team so hard. That is the best kind of hockey to watch, or any sport really, but hockey, crazy hockey girl here. So they were talking last night. Sam Rosen, the announcer, was talking during one of the plays about Mika Zibanejad and how he really stepped up, not only on the ice, but in the locker room, meaning, so little backstory, the Rangers haven't had a captain in the past few seasons. They, are kind of just waiting to find the right person to be that person to look up to for the team and hold it together. And they were saying that in the locker room, Mika Zibanejad has really been that person, really taking the younger players under his wing, and kind of just really helping them out. And you kind of saw that last season too. I honestly thought he was going to be named captain. And so I think there's talks about it, and Mika for captain, I'm all for it. I love him. I think he is so phenomenal. You see him in all his interviews, and he's just always a positive person, I guess. I don't know the right words. Like I said, it's 9 a.m. So there's a few players that I wanted to mention really quickly that I was watching to look out for the team, and that was Kravtsov. And he is a young guy. We got him, and I would learn that name because his play last night was incredible. You thought he was playing in the NHL for years. And what is he? 18, 19. He's young. He's really young, but he kept up with all the players on the ice. And when he was on the ice, that puck was traveling to the Devil's net. It was getting there, hitting the post, just going for a goal. And it was just so awesome to see that, especially from such a young player. And I know they're all fighting to get on the team, but like something about his game really stuck out to me. And I know it stuck out for a few people I was talking with on Twitter too, that he can hold his own and run with the big dogs. And my brother actually mentioned him like even before preseason. He's like, yeah, he's going to be really good. So he was right. Again, it's the first game. I'm not holding anyone to anything, but he's really exciting to see. Adam Fox. Oh my God, what's going on? Hello. Adam Fox is another player I am so excited to see. We got him from, I think it was Carolina. Oh my God, I really should have looked that up. A little late for that now. But I think we got him from Carolina. And so, again, he's just a player everyone was so excited for him. So I didn't really see much of his game until last night. And so they said about Adam Fox in the Traverse City tournament they had over like a week or two ago that he was like one of the top players to watch and look out for. So I was really focusing on him during last night's game. And so, like I said, when I talked about it on Twitter, I asked a lot of people for their opinions on Adam Fox, and one of the responses really kind of stuck out to me. They said he has great peripherals. Peripherals? Yeah, I said, okay, whatever. And so he can kind of get a great view of the ice, see where everyone is. They said he's a calm skater, which I did notice. He's very calm, not too aggressive in your face, because I guess he has a good sense of what's his surroundings and where the puck is and where everyone is. So I thought that was really interesting. Like, that's not something I came up with on my own, but I guess I'm going to look out for that now. So that was really interesting to me. But yeah. Again, it was the first preseason game. It wasn't anything like official, but I'm going to a game next Tuesday against the Islanders. So I'm so excited about that. It's just the Islanders that make me nauseous. So that's next Tuesday. So I'll talk about that next Thursday. I was so excited to be back. I hope you guys enjoyed my Ranger Talk Thursday with Val, and I'll see you next week. Bye.